I think the message is really resonating. And to be honest with you, I think the only party right now that you could say actually puts America first are the Democratic Socialists. Like if you...
Well, in this clip, we're going to watch Andrew Schulz dig himself in a hole with MAGA. This is the comment that he made that MAGA said, we've had enough of you. And, you know, he started getting a lot of backlash for it. Of course, Charlamagne is... listen, when I say somebody's humiliated on a clip, and I really should stop reading comments, honest to God, I should stop reading them. But it's because Charlamagne just sits there and he provides nothing to me. Okay, so I think it is humiliating. I don't think that he is a proper balance. I think he just says whatever needs to be said. You know, like, I think he just goes with the trend. And I think that we're at a point in society where, you know, people who are just taking, you know, orders like Charlamagne are just humiliating to me. Okay, at least Andrew Schulz can wake up the mass. At least Andrew Schulz can piss people off, make people mad, things like that, right? So that's the point. Okay, so anyway, but back to it though, for real. Andrew Schulz is done with MAGA. MAGA is over in his mind. He says that not just the Democrats are the America First Party, the Democratic Socialists. Without further ado, because it took way too long, let's get right into this clip, because this is pretty deep.
You really want to talk about, rah, MAGA, America first?
No.
MAGA ain't America first right now.
No.
It's going against what the base wants.
Absolutely.
Inflating the fucking budget, continuing the foreign wars.
Absolutely.
Like, the only party right now that is America first, meaning I want to help American people. Maybe the way they want to do it won't work and it could be detrimental, but at least the messaging and the intentions are to help the American people, are the Democratic Socialists.
You want to know why?
Talk to me.
Because of all the minorities that are Democratic Socialists. The blacks, the Latinos, the gays, because those are the people who really believe in what America says it is.
I think Democratic Socialists are a bunch of like college-educated white kids. I think that.
And I'm really glad that Andrew Schulz, just humiliated Charlamagne for that humiliating nonsense statement that he made. I mean, it's absolutely absurd. Gosh, man, this is what I mean about these like BLM black folk. Like, they go right into it. The minorities know what it means to be America. So everybody non-white basically understands what it takes to make America America, but the white people don't. That's just basically what you're saying in a nutshell. Why do they always have to grant? Like, what was even the point of making that statement?
That's what it is.
That's it?
Not that's it.
It's a big tit.
That's the majority. It's all the hipsters. That's like, okay, I came here, I moved here, I thought I was going to be able to buy my own apartment. I realized that that's not going to be an opportunity.
I bet you a lot of those kids are minorities. I don't disagree that
I think there are definitely minorities for sure, but I wouldn't underscore. How
You're
many.
Not a kid.
I'm a kid. Yeah, you're 40 years old.
You're gay. You are gay. You're a minority.
You are a minority. You are a minority.
He's a minority.
You are a minority.
He's a minority.
Just shut up.
What? You're a minority.
No, but just a correction before. Jewish people make up 14% of the voter base in New York City.
Let's go.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. You gotta, you gotta have them to win New York.
But they
little sneaky Andrew with his "Let's go." Wish he would just come out with his identity. But anyway, guys, if you do like the clip, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell. Look, Andrew Schulz is always he's just very, very weird. Hard for me to pinpoint, but. How many times do they have to say to this guy, you are a minority, you are a minority, minority? Most of the poor people were minorities. Minorities were poor. Minorities, it's like, oh, God. I'm so sick of that kind of talk, yo, bro. I've been sick of that kind of talk since about 2020, to be honest. But probably before then, right? But really, I started paying attention to it in 2020, and they're still doing it. And I promise you they will go back to it in some fashion. They will go back to it. It's just ridiculous.
And Mayor Adams is leaning in.
But he didn't have him during the primary, and he blew everybody out the water.
I wonder, and I'm not saying that wasn't a great win. I'm just wondering how much stock do we put into the primary? How many people actually get energized and show up for primaries?
I think a frustration a lot of Americans have right now is this idea that, like, all of our politicians are afraid of pissing off Israel for some reason. So like when Mamdani is in that press conference where they ask every other person in the primary where they're going to take their first foreign trip, which is like, why are you even asking the mayor of a city in America where he's going to take a foreign trip? He's the only one that goes, I'm not going nowhere. I'm working for this the people of New York. I'm staying right here. I think that was really refreshing to a lot of New Yorkers who are just like, why is every politician tap dancing for Israel? What the fuck is going on here? And the reality is, and Bernie Sanders spoke about this, is like they're terrified that AIPAC will primary them. They're terrified that AIPAC will put millions and millions
Follow the
of
money,
dollars.
my boy.
Say again?
Follow the money.
Follow the money. So they're terrified that AIPAC will put millions and millions of dollars against them. And that is what essentially is happening for the people that you suggested. Like, you follow the money, you're going to see a lot of money in the bank account of those people.
Oh, Hakeem
From
Jeffries, AIPAC.
Yeah, I think they gave him $2 million.
Yeah.
It's close to it, yeah.
And the primary is super telling because usually people, it's a low voter turnout.
Nobody votes in New York
No
for
one
mayor,
votes.
bro.
It's usually older people and real go hard voters. So the fact that he energized a younger base to come out and vote during a primary is just telling for the actual election.
But why didn't he energize black people? Which was the biggest voting base for Democrats in New
Oh God. Can we at least go 2 minutes without hearing about how so-called black people are the biggest voter base, but ain't been able to get nothing done with that voter base? Sorry.
York. And also we're in New York.
My guess is his message didn't get there yet. Because unfortunately, there are uninformed voters that kind of just vote on what they know. And it's like, oh, I don't know this person, so I'm not
But
supporting.
black people showed up for Cuomo.
Because they know him. He has name recognition.
Okay.
And the problem with Cuomo is he's such a
They're dumb. They have to be. I'm sorry. And by the way, I'm a black woman saying this, and of course, I'm not saying this about all black people, but whatever black person showed up for Cuomo, you're dumb. You're just absolutely dumb. Because you didn't see what he did to you. What y'all like being ruled? Don't tell me about leaving the plantation if you're showing up for Cuomo.
fucking idiot that he didn't say that he won't run. So even if he doesn't run, his name will still be on the ballot.
Oh, really?
Which is going to split the vote for whoever's opposing Mamdani.
Adams. It's going to help Adams. Well, it's going to help Mamdani.
Chris,
It's going to help Mamdani, yeah.
Chris, a couple weeks ago, you said you feel like Adams would beat Mamdani. You still feel that way?
Well, because I feel like there's this kind of twin unintentional coalition forming, which is Jews and African Americans, and that's a big block. We just talked
My
about
squad, boy.
Right.
You play with my squad?
We just talked about.
that's my squad.
All I would say to
What you talking about?
Jews and blacks have had a lot of success, man. Music
You
industry.
guys don't really want me to go there, do you? Drop a comment below and let me know if you ever want me to go there. Okay. But I won't go there here. Not now. But let me just come out and just say it as a black person that Andrew Schulz is actually fact-checked wrong on that comment.
You just named my squad. I don't know what you said. What's up?
so I would just say to my Jewish brothers and sisters, don't do this.
Don't do what?
Don't do what?
Don't freak out and jump into bed with Adams or Cuomo, whoever it is. Democratic socialism is actually very close to the roots of the Jewish political identity in America. Don't freak out that this guy's Muslim. This is the right candidate. I was a Brad Landers guy. I've said that. I'm not head over heels about this guy, but I want to see socialism get a legit shot in New York City. What happened?
Not this kind of socialism. See, that's the problem. The problem is, right, and I know somebody listening is going to say, oh, you're a socialist. I never said. You pay taxes and they are going everywhere else but to your fellow American brothers and sisters, okay, for the most part. I'm not asking for assistance from the government. I do not need assistance from the government, okay? But the government is supposed to work for the people, and it seems like the government's been working for everybody but the people. I think that we can all agree on that in America. That said, I do not trust democratic socialists. I don't trust that they're going to do anything else but do what everybody else does. Answer to the NGOs and the lobbyists, okay? We just need people back. We just need, look, the point about how everybody's getting worked up over Mamdani, it's just performance theater. Because a lot of what he promises, And he says these cringe things, certain things he says, it's like, I'm going to take from the white people and give it to everybody else. They shouldn't be white billionaires and all this. It's like, it just serves to continue to keep the country divided, to keep people divided, and it is performative because it's not going to happen. There are enough tax loopholes for the rich people not to have to, get involved with this kind of stuff, okay? Where they won't have to pay these so-called fair shares. And I'm not mad at them. I'm just trying to learn the loopholes, That's all I'm saying. But at the end of the day, I don't trust none of these. I don't trust any of these politicians. And while everybody gets worked up, or Charlamagne continues to talk about the black vote or whatever nonsense he was saying, we just need to open our eyes and pay attention to what's really going on and make a proper decision. I'll leave it at that.